Hi, everyone. All right, welcome to our next project. This is going to be our abstract photography project. Now, doing this one from home is going to be a bit more challenging without the use of a DSLR. If you have your own DSLR, more power to you. You can probably do some more interesting things with this one, but that doesn't mean you still can't do abstract photography without the DSLR cameras. So, based on what you know about abstract photo, I'm sure that you can think about what you think abstract photography is. Okay. So, abstract photography is also called non objective, experimental, conceptual. It means you're just depicting an image that you don't immediately know what it is. Okay. That's basically how I explain it to people. You're going to look at this image and it's going to take you a few minutes to figure out exactly what you're looking at. And it's more about how interesting it looks rather than what it is. I'm going to say that again. You're worried more about how it looks more than what it is. Okay? So let's go through some of these. I'm going to show you a lot of examples of abstract photography before we get to this actual project. Okay. So this is an example of abstract photography. Okay, notice it's going in through some of the elements that we have here. Okay, we're going with line. Okay, space. It's got this positive and negative space. But this right here, if you don't know what it is, this is a comb on a piece of paper that they lit from the back. So there's a light over here. It's shining through here, and you've got these nice lines coming through here and kind of just making these very interesting shapes. So this is an example of abstract photography, okay? So usually there's not a clear subject or focal point. I know that we drove home in a lot of our projects that we want to have a clear focal point. What are you having the person look at? Now this one does kind of have a focal point, meaning this area right here is in focus. This area over here is not in focus. So we are looking over here more, all right? But there's not a thing here that we're looking at. So a lot of times with these abstract photos, you're going to just kind of have this thing that you're taking a photo of. This one was actually of a sweater, close-up of a sweater, okay? They usually not immediately identified as an object. So you're not going to look at it right away and be like, I know what that is. Sometimes people right away can look at it. Like some people think, oh, is this a rope? What is this exactly? This is actually a basket, the top of a basket. And they lit it in a way, and then they adjusted the contrast on their using their phone to kind of just make this really nice and dark and light in places. Okay? They're usually focused heavily on the elements and principles of art. Now, we didn't really get a chance to go over a lot of the principles, but you have the elements of art. You know what these should be. There are presentations still on Google Classroom if you're wondering what they are. But if you're looking at this one, again, line. Okay, these lines. Shape, positive and negative space. Okay, black and white there. This one, you've got these, shape. All right, line, value change. You've got those things in here. So all of these different things, line, shape, form, those types of things are what we're looking at. So they usually are based a little bit more on those. Okay, sometimes they occur using camera tricks. One of the coolest ones that I got one semester was by accident. A kid was trying to take a photo and just ended up blurring some lights from their car, and it ended up looking really nice. So you can see with this one, they took a photo of a sunset, and this was actually a series of pylons from a old dock. And then it's got the reflection down here, and then they came in and just blurred it out and made sure that it wasn't in focus. This one over here, they put on a stick and a wire, and they light some metal, I forgot what it's called, but they light it on fire, and then they spin it around, and you leave your camera lens open a little bit, and you end up getting these nice, really cool trails and flares as they're going through. Okay. And this one should be obvious what this is. This is just a reflection on a pool. But you can see you've got these nice obscured images here. Think of this as an abstract painting. You know, when you're looking at some of these, what would this look like as an abstract painting? An abstract painting. So you're looking, whenever I look at an abstract photo, the easiest way for me to tell it's abstract is I'm looking at it right away and I'm not clear exactly what it is. All right. The abstract photo, I'm gonna say it again. It's how it looks. I don't care what it's of. I care how it looks. That's what we're really pushing for. All right. Some of these abstract photos are really nice, but it's a little hard to get, like I said, when you start using, you know, extreme fast photography. So if you have your own DSLR camera, you could do something like this, but that's extremely difficult even if you have a DSLR. This one is just, you know, waving lights and leaving your camera thing open. Okay. So this is just a rough overview on what abstract photography is. And now for your expectation. You're just going to be turning in 4 complete, edited as best you can, abstract photos. They are all going to be about how they look, not what they are of. I will say this, this is usually my favorite project from the things that we get turned in. There are some really, really awesome images that we get, and just have fun with this one. Think about things like how you're laying it out. Think about, you know, how the colors look. How does the value look? Is it, you know, would it look better in black and white? Play around with this one a little bit. I'm going to give you about a week and a half to do this one. That's plenty of time. So go ahead and get started on your project. Great job.